Well guys, as you saw from the intro, the outdoors are a little soggy today. So I like to take advantage of these times, go through the rods on the boat and retie any lures that need done, or possibly change out a lure for next week. So let's toss on the head mount GoPro, take you guys through the 3 basic knots that'll cover about anything you want to run. Let's go. Alright guys, the one that we're going to start off with now is the Palomar Knot. It's good for just about anything you want to throw on it, really. Chatterbait with either the clip or the bar connection, jig head, crankbait, lipless or lipped, buzzbait, or spinnerbait. So for this demonstration we're going to use the jig. Let me grab some line and we will get this started. Alright, so for the purpose of this demonstration, I've got some 20-pound Berkley Trilene XT, some fairly cheap stuff, but it's visible enough to see on camera, so we're going to use that. Alright. We'll take our jig head. You're going to run the line through the eye. I like to pull through a few inches, a foot or so of slack. Feed it back through the eye. Like that. So you've got your tag end with your main line in this end, loop in this end, okay? From here, it's basically like tying a standard knot. You're going to bring your loop through, like so. Now with your loop end, you want to take the whole jig and bring it through the loop, just like that. Okay, so you have the loop, your knot, your main line, and your tag end. Now from here, I'll pull the main line and tag end until it just starts to snug up on that eye, like so. And here, if I was actually tying this on for use, I would lubricate the line with spit, spray, whatever you've got. Now here I want to make sure that the main knot tightens first, and then that our loop comes down on top of it. That's what gives you the really good structure of a knot. It's not going to let it back off. You've got the loop over the top body of the knot right there, and that thing is not going to let go when a fish gets a hold of it. Now from here, one other thing that I like to do is, if I'm going to be fishing this in a pond or a lake that has snot grass, that nasty algae stuff that likes to get all over there, instead of clipping my end here and leaving the point sticking out, I'll tie a little clinch knot on the end of this thing. Not many loops. You make your loop. We're going to give it probably 3 or 4 twists over the main line. Okay. We've got our tag end, our loop with our twists, and our main line over here. And I like to work this thing up nice and slow so that all those loops coil up real nice on the top of that Palomar. Just like so. When you snug it down, it gives you that nice little barrel on the end of it there. A lot lower profile for going through that snot, and it'll keep you from pulling a big bunch of nasty stuff on top of your jig. So from there, we'll grab our clippers. Come in and feel free to snip that thing as close as you want to, because those two are not going to back off in conjunction with each other. There's that. Okay. This one I would specifically use for fluorocarbon. So, bring it through the eye and start off just like you're going to do a regular Palomar, except I like to pull quite a bit of line here. Okay. So you're going to make your loop, pull those two up together just like that. Alright, and from here it's almost like a uni knot. You pull your loop end back down and around, and you're going to pass it through, depending on the line size. I like to pass it through 4 or 5 times, because you're going to have a whole lot of body to this knot when you get done with it. Alright, so you've got a loop, you've got your twists. Now you're going to pull on this loop end here to tighten the actual knot up, okay? Just like that. Okay, from there you pull your main line and your tag end, work it down a little bit, snug it up, pull it back down, okay? Bring it down, you should have a nice barrel just like that. Should be nice and tight. And again, you would lubricate this knot, especially with fluorocarbon. Alright, so when that's done, you've got your main line, you've got a loop, and your tag end. Okay, you come in, you can snip this thing pretty close because it's not going to slip hardly at all. There we go. Alright, so when that's done, you should have 3 tag ends, which you can clip them off pretty close, and then your main line. And this thing will not slip, and it is a super good knot for fluorocarbon. Alright, on to the next one. Alright guys, time for the last one. For this one I'm going to use a extra wide gap hook. For these, I would normally tie either a Palomar knot or a Uni knot, which is what we're going to do here. So for a Uni, you pass through the eye, and then you're going to make your loop, like so. So you hold your main and tag lines together. You're going to bring a loop down. For the sake of the video here, I'm just going to wrap it probably 4 times. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then you'll pull that tag line up. Again, I like to work it up slow, make sure that the line seats together really nice in a knot. Okay, get it up about like so. You're going to pull your main line, and that's going to slide it back down toward the hook. Okay. So now we've got kind of a loose barrel there. Go ahead and cinch it up a little bit with the tag end. Pull that main line to stack up that knot nice and tight. Just like so. But that is it, guys. That, just in case there's a little slip there, I'll leave a little bit of a tag end on it. And this thing is great for any kind of a weightless plastic, that kind of thing. It's going to be a little tight, but we're going to show a Snell knot here. And it is basically a Uni knot, except you are tying it on the body of the hook. So you got your main line coming in here, thread through the eye with your tag end hanging down, and you'll make your loop. Alright, this is where you wrap, and you're going to wrap your line through the eye and the hook body together. Okay, so, and for the sake of the video, we'll just do 3 or 4 wraps on it. And this is much easier on a larger, like, circle hook. Alright, so we've got our loop, we've got a couple of wraps on there. We're going to do just like a regular Uni knot. We'll pull on that tag end, let it stack up those loops. Make a nice little barrel out of it. And again, I only went with a couple of wraps here for the video. Normally you would wrap probably 4 to 6 times. Okay. So pull your tag in tight, get those loops snug, then pull your main line, and it's going to stack them up on that hook. Just like that. Pull your tag line again, tighten it up, and then main line. Alright, that's that. Clip off your tag, and now you have a snelled hook. Okay guys, so we have gone over the little bonus here. That's a snell hook with a Uni knot. We've gone over the modified Uni over Flourocarbon. We've gone over the standard Uni Knot. And we've gone over the Palomar with a little Clinch Knot topper on there for some snot grass. If there's any other knots that you guys would like to learn, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and we will do the best we can to teach it to you. Now, I've got rods that I need to get done, so thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we look forward to seeing you next time.